This is exciting. This is exciting. I am a fan of our next guest because you know her from Creed, Avengers Endgame, and Westworld. Her latest film is Men in Black International.
Pencil cap, go. Need more firepower. Side view mirror.
What do you want me to do? Throw it at them? I don't think this is doing anything. Come on.
Exhaust pipe, go.
Oh, this is more like it.
Point at the bad guys and pull the trigger.
Please welcome Tessa Thompson.
Trip.
Those are fantastic shoes.
I knew I was going to trip. It's like that thing when you're dressed, you ladies will know this, when your dress is so narrow.
Yes,
and you're like,
pencil.
Yeah, it was that thing. It's
so
the
nice
late
to
night
meet
thing.
you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
I'm looking forward to this film. Good summertime fun.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen it. I'm seeing it tonight. It'll be my first. Well, I saw it a month ago, but you know, with these movies, there's so much VFX and CG, so they're
it was
really
also green screen when you saw it the first time?
Exactly, which is a weird way to see those films.
Was it 1997, the first one? When
yeah,
was it?
I was 14 when it came out.
Were you a fan?
Huge. And I was a big fan of Will Smith because I'd seen every episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In fact, like, the moment when I knew life isn't fair is I was, I don't know how old, like a tiny kid, and we went to see a taping. It was like the most exciting thing that had ever happened to me. And we took photographs with the disposable camera, and we got the roll back a week later, and Will Smith was in the photograph, but just his hands on my shoulder and my friend's shoulder. So I swear, like, one day maybe I can take a picture of the top half of him.
And just paste it in a little bit like that?
Just paste it together. But, you know, we take it for granted now, but at that time, Will Smith, to be able to top line a studio film like that as a young black man, to bring his identity to that space is hugely impactful. I don't know that I could have known that I could do what I do unless he did it first, so.
Right. And crushed it. Not just did it, but just crushed it.
Crushed it.
Crushed it, yeah.
Like.
Yeah. He makes that look good.
He makes it look great, yeah. Which way, when the first time I put on the suit and the glasses, I was like, do I make this look good? Like.
Well, you're doing it with your old buddy from the Avengers,
yes,
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
Okay, so was that fun to already have the vocabulary? Somebody you had already done all this action with?
Yeah, it's great because you realize that obviously there's a rapport and you know each other's rhythms, and also you've done all the awkward things of like seeing each other in the morning or like seeing each other when you're grumpy. You know, you like know a person and you can say that's a terrible idea and know that it's going to be okay. Which is not to say he had terrible ideas. He had,
it really sounds like he had a lot of terrible ideas.
No, he had fantastic ideas. You could have been the other way around. He didn't like all of my ideas. But, you know, you have your friends, your legitimate friends, and I think it makes the working relationship deeper, yeah.
I would like to ask you about some fantastic photos of yours that have shown up on the internet.
Oh,
you said that you spoke in praise of goats in some way. What did you say?
I mean, a lot of things. Well, I just talk about goats a lot, but I think I said how much I like them. I think once I tweeted that I wanted to have a goat and name it Gal de Goat.
Well, people heard you. People heard you, and I think you know this, but is that people have been is this Twitter feed or Instagram?
It's a Twitter feed.
Twitter feed called Tessa as Goats. And it has a beautiful photo of you and a beautiful photo of goats. Here's one matching. There's you. There's stripes. There's it. This one is right spot on. Right there.
That one's good.
Just fantastic. This is kind of extraordinary. Right there.
That one's good.
This one. This one has got to be this is you as Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok. You gotta get a goat.
I
You gotta get a goat.
I know. You can't have one, though. You have to have multiple. Because
Why can't you just have one goat?
No, because they need friends. You can't have just one goat.
Oh.
Yeah, they get lonely. Trust me, if you could just have one goat, I would have one already. I just don't have room for two. But
In your apartment?
Yes, exactly. No, I will have a goat one day. I believe it.
I believe you. Tessa, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Men in Black International is in theaters this Friday. Tessa Thompson, everybody. We'll be back with a performance by Jesse Reyes featuring Black. Stick around.